If they running their mouth, then they looking for trouble. Ran right up in the knowledge, now they back in the huddle. See, they know we can fight, new content every week. Me and Dr. Clyde, keep on bringing the heat. Now they know that we're driven, and they know we ain't quitting. Yoshi and the winner, keep on bringing the energy. Unity. See, they know we ain't stopping, and they know they got problems, and they ran out of options. If they know got a problem, can't let it go unsolved. Bring back learner, Afrocentric history, we see tomorrow. Karma is karma, I say what I say out here underwater. Till I see I fall off, then I bring y'all up on note. I'm back up on my Clyde winners, 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 Clyde winners. Divine Winters, Clyde Winters, mind bender, Clyde Winters. I'm Richard, ride with ya, master teacher, create masters, Clyde Winters. Give respect to the elder, Clyde Winters. Somebody out there living for me. I told you somebody out there looking for me. I think there's somebody out there looking for me. I think there's somebody out there looking for me.
We have to live by my heart. We have to live by my heart. I have not done wrong. I have not robbed. I have not stolen. I have not drank. I have not told lies. I have not stolen food. I was not stolen. I have not fornicated with the fornicator. I have not caused anyone to weep. I have not dissembled. I have not transgressed. I have not discussed secrets. I have brought no lawsuits. I have not wronged the population. I have not struck kill. I have not transgressed the law. I have not been hunted. Except when I'm talking about on the tongue. I have not made extolling. I have not bragged. I have not cursed. I have not been violent. I have not confounded truth. I have not been impatient. I have not cursed against
Dr. Winter's legacy is a testament to the power of knowledge and the unyielding spirit of exploration. His impact is felt worldwide, as he shares and enlightens at conferences, symposiums, and collaborative projects. His voice is a beacon in the academic world, challenging, inspiring, and always educating. His journey reminds us that the quest for knowledge is never-ending, and its impact is timeless. Dr. Winters teaches us to challenge the narratives and to learn with an open mind. As he always says, B1 is not a group, it's a lineage. Let his story inspire everybody to pursue knowledge relentlessly and to always seek the truth. Now let us welcome in the grandfather of research, the Trill OG himself, the Honorable Dr. Clyde Winters.
Let the researcher do the research. Oh my, I don't get a kick out of telling lies. Let the researcher do the research. Oh my, spent years studying the times. Let the researcher do the research. Yeah. Black first, with strength we rise. Yeah. Let the researcher do the research. Yeah. Uniting truth and kill the lies. Let the researcher do the research. I learned to debunk my own craft. Respect is all that I had. Dr. Winters. I was sent here to finish my task, to become the greatest researcher, and that's who I am, Dr. Winters. Yeah. Na 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 na. Let the research. Gotta tell it lies. Let the researcher do the research. Yeah, yeah. I spent years studying the tides. Let the researcher do the research. Yeah, yeah. Black first, with strength we rise. Let the researcher do the research. Yeah, yeah. Unite in truth and kill the lies. Be one, be one, be one, be one to win this fight.
We have to always
we must
remain
unite.
black
Stand up
first.
for the righteous and let your skin shine bright. Be one, be one, be one, be one.
What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? Hey, welcome. Do you know what day it is? It's Thursday. That means that it's time for Black History Gems. Yes, it's time for Black History Gems, baby, 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 baby. I'm here to talk to you about a very interesting aspect of Black history, just like every Thursday. Same time, same place. You know, why is this important? It's important because, see, I come to you to talk about those history gems, that knowledge that's been hidden from us, that knowledge that they haven't put forward for us, that knowledge that we all need to know. Yes, yes. And what is the topic today? Well, the topic today is, you know, a market. Yes, yes, yes. A market. What is so interesting about a market? I'll tell you what's interesting about a market. A market is a place, in a sense, where you go. Today, we run the supermarkets. And in these supermarkets, what we do is that we try to make sure, in a sense, we buy various produce and things like that at the market. But this wasn't the way it was in the day. Back in the day. Back in the day, people, what they did, in a sense, they didn't have a supermarket, so they went to the market, and and at the market, that was where people, in a sense, were buying various things to make themselves happy and keep the day going. How you doing, Karen? Black History Gems Day. Yes, yes. Hi, Karen. What up, though? You know, and again, in a sense, it's very important that we think about this because, see, knowledge is power, and a lot of things they hide from us. They hide from us so much, and one of the reasons that they hide a lot of stuff from us is because the fact, in a sense, is that they don't want you to know. No, they don't want you to know. They don't want you to know about our history. They don't want you to know about the great things we've done. What up, Curtis? Peace. You know, but the thing is, this is that they can't hide that knowledge from you, and the reason that they can't hide that knowledge from you is because I'm going to bring you the knowledge. I'm going to tell you about our great history. I'm going to tell you about the great things we've done, because these are things that need to be taught. These are things that need to be recognized. And you know, it's interesting. You know, I mean, we think about the experience. I mean, there's some places around the country today where you go and barter, and you are kind of, in a sense, try to get the best price you can for a particular product that you're interested in purchasing. And that's what the market is all about. And what I want to do today is that I want to talk about the market. Yes, yes, yes. I want to talk about the market in Mexico. Yes, Mexico. Today, Mexico is a place full of mestizos and white people. But in the past, Mexico was it was a black state. It was a black country. And what I want to do is I want to talk about this experience. I want to talk about this time. You know, I want to talk about, in a sense, the time when there was, in a sense, A day in the market. Yes, yes, yes. A day in the market. That's what we're going to talk about today. And let's get busy. Again, in a sense, symbolism, black people. Yes, black people are the gods of this world. Yes, black people are the gods of this world. Why are we the gods? We're the gods because in the sense is that God granted us knowledge. God granted us power. God granted us the ability to see and know and understand many events, past, present, and future. And I think one of the reasons why you can see the past, the present, and the future is because of the fact, in the sense, is that all history takes place at the same time. And all we do as individuals, is all we do as human beings, all we do as sentient beings is we jump in and out of history. And we jump in and out of history to share various aspects of our history. Here we have, in a sense, we see some brothers and sisters. We see some of the writings. Yes, yes, yes. These were the writing systems that Black people used. Circles, crosses, the letter E, and things like that. These are all some of the various, symbols that our people use. These were the symbols that told our history. These were the symbols that told us a story that, in a sense, tells us who and what we are. Because remember, history is important because history situates you in the present. History situates you in the past, but history also situates you in the now. A day in the grand market at the Loco. You can go to my Patreon and see the slides after I do this presentation. I'm going to post the slides on my Patreon. You can find me on Twitter at Dr. Clyde Winters 8. And you can go to TikTok.com at Clyde Winters 3. This TikTok account was set up by Yoshimod. I want to thank Yoshimod for his support. I want to thank Yoshimod for making these beautiful, beautiful videos that I use as my introduction. And please go to the Yoshimod site. Support Yoshimod, the genius. Yes, support this brother. You're on my YouTube channel. Don't just come here for my Thursday presentations. You can come to my YouTube channel any day of the week. And I have over 400 videos, yes, over 400 videos that deal with just about every theme that relates to Black history. Please join me and check out these videos. Learn your history, know your history. Encourage your children, our children, to go and visit the site so that they can know more about the history too. B1 is acknowledging your Black African ancestry and not heritage. We must be race men and women proud of our culture and African Black ancestry. What is B1? B1 is unity with Mod. B1 is being Black first. B1 is being creative. But most important, you have to understand, in a sense, is that although we have, in a sense, an African ancestry, don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Is that these were Africans who had lived in America for thousands of years, and so we can really call them, Aboriginals, because they were the Aboriginal Black people of this country. Yes, they were Aboriginal people of North and South America. You want to find out more about the history of Blacks in America? Get my books, The Nationality and Law of Foundational Black Americans. Get my book, The Paleo-Americans. And get my book, History of Blacks in America, from prehistory to 1877. All of these books, yes, all of these books can be ordered at Amazon.com. I'm working on a new book that's going to deal with the Black Maya. Yes, I want to deal with the Mayan Indians in Mexico that were Black, and I'm working on this book now. And as soon as I publish it, I'm going to let you guys know so you can order a copy and get that knowledge. If you want to find out more about Black people in the Americas, get my book, The World History of the Black Race. In this book, The World History of the Black Race, I discuss every Black civilization that I know of. As you can see on the cover, I discuss Black civilization in Europe, Africa, Asia. Yes. Please get this book. Support me. The World History of the Black Race. There's a very interesting video that talk about my researches into the genetic evidence that proved that the ancient Americans were Black. This video is called First Americans Were Black. This video was made by a group of brothers. It's a very interesting video. And the video, what I like about the video is that it breaks down some of the genetic evidence, the genomic evidence that I use to prove, prove that the Aboriginal people of North and South America were black. Yes, the first Americans were black. Check it out. B1 is black first. B1 is brilliant first. Oh, baby, 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 baby. We are black and brilliant, of course. What is FBA? FBA is not a group. FBA is not an organization. FBA is a lineage. A lineage is lineal descent from an ancestor, ancestry or pedigree. As a result, we are descendants of the Black Europeans, Africans, and Aboriginal Blacks who built these United States. Yes. We are FBA, Foundational Black Americans. We are, in a sense, the foundation of this great nation that we call today the United States of America. A day in the grand market of Tlatelolco. Visiting a market in pre-colonial Mexico, particularly in cities like Tenochtitlan, the capital of the Aztec Empire, was described by Spanish explorers with an awe and astonishment. Hernan Cortez, Bernal Diaz del Castillo, and other Spanish chroniclers provide detailed accounts of these markets, emphasizing their size, organization, diversity of goods, and the vibrant atmosphere at these markets. The Spanish conquistador Bernal Diaz del Castillo stood at the edge of the marketplace, his gaze sweeping over the endless stalls that stretched out before him. He had heard tales of his grandeur, but nothing had prepared him for the scale and splendor of what he now witnessed. Yes. Diaz de Castillo. Spanish conquistador Bernal Diaz del Castillo stood at the edge of the marketplace, his gaze sweeping over the endless stalls that stretched out before him. He had heard tales of his grandeur, but nothing had prepared him for what the scale and splendor of what he now witnessed. The sun hung high over the bustling market of the Tlatelolco, its light glimmering off the pyramids and casting long shadows across the crowded avenues. It was a place like no other. An ocean of people flowed in every direction, voices rising in the crescendo of trade and bartering. Spanish conquistador Bernal Diaz del Castillo stood at the edge of the marketplace, his gaze sweeping over the endless stalls that stretched out before him. He had heard tales of his grandeur, but nothing had prepared him for the scale and splendor of what he was now witnessing. Yes. Diaz del Castillo marveled as he watched buyers and sellers exchange the tiny beads as currency, their hands moving with practiced speed. A handful of cacao could purchase fresh fruit, pottery, or even a woven garment. He knew the ease with which transactions were made. No need for clinking coins or written ledgers, just the weight and count of the beans. Merchants arrayed in their goods meticulously, each stall dedicated to a specific trade. There were pyramids of cocoa beads, heaped high like small mountains, shining with the promise of commerce. Diaz del Castillo marveled as he watched buyers and sellers exchange the tiny beads as currency. Yes, what a day it was. Larger trades were conducted with quachitli, soft cotton cloths folded neatly and stacked in bundles. Diaz del Castillo watched as a merchant unwrapped a cloth and handed it over in exchange for a stack of pottery. The exchange met with a respectful nod. Yes, sirs. For those rare and precious items, glistening gold jewelry, ornate feathered cloaks of finely crafted obsidian blades, the currency was even more exquisite. Gold dust stored in slender, transparent quills. The conquistador's eyes glimmered with greed as he observed these golden transactions, his thoughts drifting to the wealth that lay hidden in the strange new world. Yes, the strange new world. What struck Diaz del Castillo more than the richness of the goods was the order and civility of the marketplace. There were judges and officials patrolling the aisles, their presence ensuring fair trades and peaceful conduct. Disputes were settled swiftly, with merchants pleading their cases before the robed officials, who listened intently before rendering judgment. This system of governance impressed him. It was unlike anything he had seen, even in the grandest markets of Spain. Diaz del Castillo wandered deeper into the Tlatelolco, the sense of roasted meat and fresh herbs mingling in the air. He passed rows of barbers shaving the heads of local men, their hands quick and precise, and stone cutters chiseling blocks of obsidian jade. Yes, 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 what a vibrant market it was. Further on, he saw herbalists selling remedies for all manner of ailments, their stalls lined with dried leaves, roots, and brightly colored powders. Near the heart of the market, entertainers danced and sang, their music blending with the rhythm of commerce to create a living tapestry of culture and economy. The Spanish soldier stopped for a moment, taking in the scene with wide eyes. He had traveled across the world and seen markets in Seville, Salamanca, and Lisbon, yet none compared to this. Yes, yes, the American market was a wonder in itself. The American market was a place that you could find all types of goods. The grandeur, the organization, the sheer number of people. It was, in his own words, and I quote, the most astonishing thing he had seen in his travels. His heart pounded with excitement and fear. What kind of people could build such a society? How long had they thrived in this way with an economy so vast and intricate that it defied European expectations? As he turned to rejoin his fellow conquistadors, he could not help but look back one last time at the Tlatelolco, bustling heart. He knew that one day his grandeur would be remembered in Spain as the jewel of the Americas, a testament to the greatness that once flourished here. The previous comments represent how the Spanish explorers made observations regarding what they saw in this market in Mexico. Find out more about this aspects and other aspects of Black history in the Americas. Get my books, The Nationality and Law Foundation of Black Americans, Paleo Americans, the first foundation of Black Americans, and of course, History of Blacks in America from Prehistory to 1877. Don't get it twisted. This book does not stop at 1877. It goes all the way up to the 1960s, all the way up to today. But it gives you insight into the tripartite origin of Foundation of Black Americans. Yes, yes, we have a tripartite origin. You see, Aboriginal Black people, Black Europeans, Black Irishmen, they went through an ethnogenesis. And as a result of this ethnogenesis appeared Foundation of Black Americans. Foundation of Black Americans like you. Foundation of Black Americans like me. Foundation of Black Americans like us. You want to find out more about the Black world? Get my book, The World History of the Black Race. Get this book, The World History of the Black Race. It should be on your coffee table in every home. Get this book, get this knowledge. A Day in the Grand Market of Tlatelolco. Thank you. Please join me next week. Please, yes. Please join me next week for another edition in the history of, FBA. See? Yes. That is it, Thank you guys for coming. Dorville, how you doing? Greetings, Brilliant First. Yes, Brilliant First, How you doing, David Howard? Shalom. And Karen, of course, B1 is muscle in that, is knowledge in that. Thank you for coming and sharing your afternoon with me. I appreciate you very much. I love you guys. I love you guys in a sense for taking the time out of your busy schedules to join me every Thursday to learn more about our great history, to join me every Thursday to know and learn more knowledge about who and what we are. But you can find out even more about our great history, even more about who we are, by purchasing some of my books. Please take the time, in a sense, to consider purchasing my books. Buy my book, Blacks in Europe. This is one of the most important books that you'll find on the market today. In this book, I discuss the rise of Black people in Europe. I have a special section on the so-called Baradineks. The Baradineks are the Black people that formerly lived in Britain who were sold into chattel slavery in the 13 colonies and in the Caribbean. Buy this book, Blacks in Europe. You can get this book at Amazon.com. Buy this book today. Learn about the black nationalities that lived in Europe. Learn that Europe was once a black continent. Buy my new book. Buy my book, Nationality and the Law. In this book, we discuss the importance of race and identity among many African Americans. I explore the genesis of the so-called blacks from an ethnogenesis of black Irish, black Aboriginals, and sub-Saharan Africans. In this book, you will understand how they were separated into two races and why we call, in a sense, the Caucasian race the white race today. Buy my book, The Nationality and the Law. You'll enjoy it. Buy my latest book, History and Cultures of Black Aboriginals in America. This is the first book that explains and discusses the entire history of how the original people who lived in the America were black Aboriginals. These black Aboriginals lived in many different tribes. They built stone pyramids. They built great cities. They built underwater bridges that linked both sides of the Mississippi River. Buy this book, History and Culture of the Black Aboriginals. Find out how many of us, most of us, just about all of us, who are blacks, native to America, have Aboriginal ancestors. Get this book. Learn about our history. Learn about your
Supplemental learning for your mini. But you can learn too. Don't send your mini into the belly of the beast unarmed. Courses, practical math, language, the code, our story, and more. An institution founded by us, dedicated to us and our fight for justice. Here you will learn ways to combat the system using the same information they are trying to keep away from you. Welcome to FBA Sunday School.
Atlantis in Mexico. Atlantis in Mexico. Atlantis in Mexico. Atlantis in Mexico. Time travel in a book. Go far in a book. When is the last time you spent bread on a book? Knowledge given in a book. Benefit from a book. Create a movie from a book. Create animation from a book. Atlantis in Mexico. Atlantis in Mexico. Mexico.
Free your mind, let it go to the top, drop it to the floor. Take energy, come at like whoa. in, go, let a nigga know, hey. Let a nigga know. Let a nigga know. Energy, got my light, whoa. Spring water, let it that grow. Free your mind, let it that go. To the top, drop it to the floor. Energy, got my light, whoa. Tap in, go, let a nigga know, hey. She told me go and put it in her heart. I told her I don't wanna break it all apart. Let me be a night light in the dark. Hey, my nigga shine bright with the art. Gemini 2 time, know it's hard. Got the stars on the line with the charts. Big dog, so I gotta leave a mark. Free your mind, cause I'm not that smart, hey. Energy, got my light walk. Spring water, how did that grow? Free your mind, let it that go. To the top, drop it to the floor, hey. Energy, got my light walk. Spring water, how did that go? Free your mind, let it that go. Tap in, go, let a nigga know, hey. Let a nigga know.
What's up, everybody? It's Eve. Follow me on Twitter and YouTube for space recordings and special live programs. 2024, we're doing things a little different if you haven't peeped game by now. So yeah, this is your chance. You can do it now if you want. Hit the bell here on YouTube at JustEveB, or find me on X at Justice4Just_Us. That's JUSTICE, 4 JUST_US. And if you feel so inclined, support my channel and the work we do over here. The Cash App and Patreon links are in the description. Black first.
Let the researcher do the research. Yes, let the researcher do the research. Dr. Clyde Winters, let him do the research. We need more researchers like Dr. Clyde Winters. Yes, yes, yes. Let the researcher do the research. Yes, we don't understand that it takes people who want to do research to be able, in a sense, to tell us our history. Yes, many people have taken my course, The Afrocentric Researcher. You can take it too. All you got to do is join. But if you don't, in a sense, join, understand that it's through your hard work, through your persistence, that you can become a researcher. Yes, yes, yes. Let the researcher do the researcher. You know what? I've written some books that can help you to be a researcher. Those books are Pathfinder, Clyde Winters in Search of the Roots of Afrocentric Studies. Yes, yes, this book is an important book. It'll help you learn all about your history. My other book is Afrocentric Researcher by Dr. Clyde Winters. This book, in a sense, is the most important book that you will find. What makes this book important is that the Afrocentric Researcher provides you with a course, yes, provides you with a course outline that tells you all the things you do to be a great researcher. Yes, get these books, the Afrocentric Researcher, and in a sense, get my book, Pathfinder. These books are the books you need to be successful, the books that will make you a great researcher. Get these books, but let the researcher do the research, but you can be the researcher too. Our identity and our culture as Black foundational Americans. Yes, yes. Wars between Black Indians and whites were manufactured to produce Black slaves for whites. The English, the French, and the Dutch provided the Native Americans with guns, rum, and cheap goods to purchase Native American Indian slaves. Between 1670 and 1720, many Black Native Americans were enslaved. The Black Native Americans were sold into slavery throughout the 13 colonies, Mississippi Valley, Canada, and the British West Indies. The majority of Black Native Americans sold into slavery by whites and Indians. Slave traders were the Choctaw, the Yamasee, and other Carolina tribes. Yes, yes. Many of these tribes, like the Mandi, Mandinga, many of these tribes, we've lost their names. And their names have been lost to history because of the fact, in a sense, that when the European came, as he conquered these Black Indians, he just made them slaves. And so over time, in a sense, their nations disappeared. Over time, in a sense, their history wasn't recorded. Over time, they've even able to deny that Aboriginal Blacks even existed in America. They wanted to give our Aboriginal ancestors gifts. And the only problem with the gifts that they gave us was that often these blankets that they gave us carried smallpox. Yes, diseases. They also, in a sense, gave us another gift, rum, fire water. And this rum caused an addiction among us. And in a sense, it led to a demand for guns because it incentivized Indian slave trading. Yes, the first slaves sold in America were Indians, black Indians, selling other black Indians to Europeans to work on their cotton, not on their cotton plantations, their tobacco plantations, their rice plantations. Yes. We sold each other over here, just like in Africa, because of the fact that this is that we failed to understand that we are one. We are one. We are one. We should be united based upon our identity and our culture as black foundational Americans. Yes. Reparations, baby, reparations. We deserve reparations. We deserve reparations like yesterday, not just today. No, not just today. We deserve our reparations. Give us our money, baby. Cut the check.
Cut the check, black first because it's brilliant. People talk too much. Say less, remain on cold, follow the spirit. When the going gets tough, it's time for resilience. Cut the check, black first because it's brilliant. People talk too much. Say less, remain on cold, follow the spirit. When the going gets tough,
The only thing that can save you is be one. Be one. Be one. To fight Cage, you must stay black first.